Okay, in this example, what we'd like to do is discuss some project analysis. Let's compare two projects, mutually exclusive projects, and we'd like to ultimately figure out, well, which is the better of the two projects? How can we analyze this? And the technique that we're talking about here essentially talks about what's referred to as the incremental cash flows. What is the difference between the cash flows presented in project 1 versus the project 2 cash flows? And here I have two projects that I've set up, and you can see that both of them have net present values that are positive. Both of them have internal rate of returns that are greater than their discount rate. So they're both good projects. Which is the better of the two projects? And of course you can see here that just by a smidge we can see that the net present value of 2 is better than 1, but also 1 has a higher internal rate of return than 2. So if you're looking at internal rate of return, project 1 looks best. If you're looking at net present value, project 2 looks best. So how do we do this? How do we analyze this data? Well, the technique just says take cash flow twos, the cash flows from project 2 and subtract them from project 1. So you have negative 70 minus a negative 78 is 8,000. And then we work our way down through those examples and just take the difference. It's project 1 minus project 2's cash flows. Once we've done that, now we want to analyze these incremental cash flows. And the net present value that's ultimately calculated then, in this case, is a negative $2,314. So what this is telling us is, should we do project 1? Well, the difference, this $2,000, is the difference between these two, and it's negative. So if you did project 1, you would be reducing the value of the firm by $2,300. And let's not say reducing the value of the firm. Both projects will increase the firm equally as well. However, you wouldn't be maximizing the value if you did project 1. The crossover rate just gives us the point, or the discount rate, where both of these projects would have the exact same net present values. So we'll look at this in another example here when we look at net present value profile. But for right now, that is the basics of analyzing a project or two projects using the incremental cash flow technique.